And we'll start today in a comfortable cross-legged position. And you might like to pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones to more squarely connect with the earth and support the posture. And we'll start with a deep breath in, pulling the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhaling out of the mouth and letting them drop down. And we'll do 2 more like that. And then I invite you to close your eyes. Allow the belly to relax open. So it feels like the floor of the belly and the walls of the belly are soft and fluid. And inhale right down into the belly. And then start to deepen the breath so that it moves from the belly up into the ribs in that order. And then completing the 3-part breath, belly, ribs, chest. And then with the hands on the knees, on the inhale, pull the hands toward you, sending the chest forward and the eyes up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale forward. Really pull those back ribs under and forward. And then lean all the way back to round on the exhale. So don't just drop your head on the exhale. Watch me. So the rounding is not this, it's this. You're pulling back away from the hands, leaning back away from the hands to round the back so that it's a stretch of a round, not just a slack of a round. Good. And then come back upright. And we'll circle around, coming forward as you inhale, tucking the chin and rounding as you exhale. The next time you come to the front, reverse. And then back up, sitting tall. Good. And then release the left leg out to the side, tucking the right foot in, flexing the left foot. Coming down onto both sit bones. Inhale the left arm up, reaching tall, lengthen the left side. And then try to keep the left side long as you come down and bring the arm to the inside of the leg. Bring the right hand onto the left ribs. Take a breath into that hand. And then exhale and pull the ribs over to the right. Nice. Take your gaze up and then bring the right arm overhead to the left. Pressing out and down through that left leg. Reaching long through the right arm. Breathing deep. And then inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, bring it down to the ground behind you. Press into that hand. Lift your hips. Place your left foot flat on the floor. Bring your left arm up and drop your arm and your head back and bring your hips forward and under. Good. And then bring your buttocks down. Turn to face your straight leg. Flex the foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lead with your heart. Pull in your belly and fold over. Press down through your left leg and extend long through your torso as you inhale. Relax your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, and your head. Draw the navel in toward the spine as you exhale. And inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right. Place your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you, close enough so that it supports you in lifting upright. And then when you inhale, lift tall. Exhale, turn your belly to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, turn your ribs to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, chest and shoulders turn. Inhale, tall. Exhale, turn your eyes all the way around. And then inhale back to the front. Bring that left foot in, and if you can place it on top, place it on top. If not, place it in front. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale over. Again, let the hands rest The elbows drop. The head relax down. The breath be long and smooth. Good. And roll up. Inhale. Exhale the arms down. Steady your breath. Maintain the rhythm as you extend out through the right leg. Right foot is flexed. See if you can come onto both sit bones. And then with an inhale, reach the right arm up and get long. Try to stay long as you come over, dropping the arm inside the leg. Bring the left hand over to the right ribs. And breathe into the hand. And then exhale and pull the ribs over to the left. Good. Take your gaze up and to the left and your arm over to the right. Press down and out into that leg and reach out long through the arm. Pressing the back of the arm into the leg to keep that rotation in the ribs. And inhale up. Exhale the hand down. Press into the hand, lifting the hips. Bring the right foot down onto the ground. Left arm up and back. Head back. Unless that bothers your neck, then you can just look down. Tuck your hips under. You might even press into the top of your left foot to do that a little bit more. And release down. Turn to face your straight leg. Flex your foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over. Push down and out through the leg. And inhale and extend long through the torso. Exhale, belly in. Head down. Elbows drop. Hands relax. And then breathe slow and long. And roll up with an inhale. Jump. Exhale, turn to the left. Bring your left hand behind you, your right hand to the left knee. And press into your back hand to lift tall. Inhaling. Exhale, turn your belly to the left. Inhale, tall. Exhale, ribs to the left. Inhale, tall. Exhale, chest and shoulders to the left. Inhale, tall. Exhale, reach your eyes around behind you. And use an inhale to come back. And then bring your right foot in. If you can bring it on top of your left, do that. If not, in front. And reach up. Inhale. Exhale over. Dropping the elbows. Relax your head down. Really let it go. Maybe even exhale out of the mouth and see if you can release the head. Feel the breath slowly float into the back ribs, or wherever you notice it. And then walk the hands in and roll up, reach up, inhale. And exhale, flip over your feet onto hands and knees. Bring the hands right under the shoulders and the knees right under the hips. Have your back straight and your gaze down at the floor so your neck is straight as well. And then on an inhale, we'll lift the left arm and the right leg. And exhale, bring it back down. And then switch. Right arm, left leg. And down. And keep alternating. And the next time you do the left arm and the right leg, hold there. Lift the belly up to support the back. And then bend your back leg, reach your left hand for your right foot. And then kick the foot up and back and look up. Feel the chest expanding with the breath. Complete the inhale all the way. Good. And release the leg straight and bring it down. Then we'll do the other side. Left leg out, right leg, right arm forward. The gaze is down, so your neck is just as straight as the rest of your spine. Slow, deep breaths. And then bring the right hand to the left foot and kick the foot up and back. Take your gaze up. Breathe all the way to your throat. Good. Release the leg straight. Bring it down. Take the knees wide apart, big toes together, and sit back and fold inside your thighs. Press your hands forward and push your hips back. Good. And then lift your hips. Take your feet out as wide as your knees. And then we'll take the knees out as wide as they'll go. keeping the knees in line with the hips. So you don't want to bring your hips behind your knees or in front of your knees, but right in between your knees. And your ankles will line up with your knees. And then you can come onto your elbows if that's attainable. You can come all the way down. Don't worry about it if you're not able to go onto your elbows. You're obviously getting the same deep stretch as everybody else. So being on your hands is fine too. If you are on your elbows, you might like to stack your fists and rest your forehead on them. Find the fullest expression of breath and soften into your exhale. Okay, if you're not already on your hands, come onto your hands, push yourself up, bring the knees in, feet in, and the knees in some more until the knees are touching, and then sit down on the feet. We'll take the arms straight out in front, and then on an inhale, we'll lift the hips. Exhale, come and sit down to the right, bringing the arms to the left. Inhale up, exhale, other way. Don't forget to use your breath. That inhale kind of fuels that lift. And the next time the hips come to the right, hold them there. Okay. And we'll just let the left foot cross on top of the right foot. We'll bring the right hand behind our back, and it will either rest on those left ribs, or if you're able to grab hold of your left bicep, go ahead and do that. The left hand is on the left leg. Okay. And then inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, either press the back of your hand into your ribs, or if you're holding on to your bicep, slide that left arm forward, rolling that right shoulder open and the shoulder blade back and in. So you're kind of folding the shoulder blade in toward the spine. And then we'll look over the left shoulder. Find the fullest expression of breath that you can. Maybe close the eyes and feel the container inside the body that gets filled by breath, and see if you can increase the volume of that container. Release, and bring the arm across the chest, flexing at the wrist, looking over the right shoulder. Bring the arms out in front. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, feet come over to the other side. Hips come to the left. And relax the arms. And then bring the left arm behind your back. And see if it'll extend past those ribs, if you can take hold of the arm. If not, that's fine, just leave it where it is. And if you have the hand at the bicep, that right hand is on the thigh. And then we lift tall as we inhale. And then either push the back side of the hand into the ribs to turn the shoulder open, or hand forward. And then we'll turn the head and look to the right. So when you breathe, does it feel like your left lung and your right lung take the air equally, or does it feel different? Where do you feel the movement of the breath? What's the relationship between the sensation and the breathing? And release. Bring that left arm across the chest, hug it in, flex at the wrist, try to straighten the elbow, try to straighten the fingers, look over the left shoulder. And bring the arms out in front. Inhale, lift, and exhale, sit back on the heels. And release the arms down. Good. And then come up off your heels. And we'll bring the right hand onto the belly and the left hand to the left heel. And if it doesn't reach, curl the toes under, see if that helps. If it still doesn't reach, just bring the left hand to the left hip. And then inhale into the belly, and then move the hand onto the chest and inhale into the chest. And then drop the head back and lift the arm up and back. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the ribs, lift the heart with the breath. Good. Lift your head. Bring the hand, the buttocks down, and bring the arm across. Good. And then see if you can hook the left hand around the right foot, and if not, the left foot. And then pull that back hand toward the body and reach the front hand away from the body. Lengthen the breath through the body. You bring the arm around, the body straight, and come back up. Bring the left hand onto the belly. And let the right hand find the heel in any way that it can, or the hip if it can't. Good. And then lean back so that your weight is in that foot. Breathe into the belly. And then move your hand to your chest. Breathe into the chest. And then lift your arm up. Imagine you're breathing into your hands still. Drop the head back. Tuck the hips under. And release the hips down. Come across with that left arm on the diagonal. And that right hand either pushes into the right foot, or if it reaches across to the left foot, that back hand pushes in toward the hand, and the left hand reaches out long. And the breath tries to fill the space from the left circle to the left fingertips. Good, and then walk both arms over to the center. Keep your hands where they are. Lift your hips, spread your fingers, curl your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Your knees, lift your hips. Drop your head, drop your chest. And then we'll bend the right knee and press the left knee down. Push forward into the hands and see if you can shift weight into that left heel. And look forward past your hands and slide your right knee up just inside of your right hand. And we'll keep the back toes curled under. Come up onto the fingertips, lifting the chest, and then lift the knee, the back knee, and press back through the back heel while lifting up through the chest. Try to keep your shoulders back, so not, good, nice. Keep reaching back through that back heel. See if the breath can go all the way up and all the way down. And aim that left hip for the right knee. And then bring the back knee down, relax the toes, take a breath in, and lead with your heart as you come forward. Dropping your head. Breathe in and out deep and slow. And lift your head, plant your hands under your shoulders, curl the back toes under, and send your right leg back, straighten that knee, bend your left knee, and then push forward with your hands, sending your right hip back, your right heel down, drop your chest and your ribs toward your left thigh, and hands toward the floor. And then look forward and slide your left knee up to the inside of your left hand and come up onto the fingertips, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. And then lift your back knee off the ground and press back through your right heel as you sink down into your left buttock. And relax the back knee, the back toes, press into the fingers, chest, and lead with your heart. Extend it forward as you fold. Resting your head on stacked hands or fists, and maybe the ground if you prefer to reach. And keep that right hip down. Stay with your breath. Feel it come and go. Notice where the movement is, where the sensation is. And lift your head, blend your hands, shoulder width apart, curl the back toes under, and step back, and come fully into downward dog. Both legs straight, both heels pressing down, roll the shoulders down the back, sink the chest, drop the head. Take a deep breath in and lengthen the spine from hands to hips. Exhale, lift the belly, drop the heart, press the heels, release the head. Really push forward into the hands so that you shift weight into the feet. Good. And then walk the feet up. Tuck the chin, roll yourself up. Reaching up with an inhale. Releasing the arms as you exhale. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. And one more time. And stand with your eyes closed for a moment, feeling your feet on the ground. Feeling your head lifting up. And your breath inside. And then on an inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. Exhale, bring the right arm under the left. Bring the backs of the hands toward each other, or if you can hook one more time around the palms together. Bend your knees. Bend as deeply as you can without lifting the heels. And then shift weight into the left foot. Find a spot past your hands to lock your eyes on. Lock your attention on your breath, and then lift your right leg. Cross it over your left leg. If you're able to hook the foot behind, go ahead and do that as well. Lift the elbows. And then sit down nice and low. Elbow dropping. Elbows lifting. Breath slow and steady. If you feel like you're falling, just press your hands in the opposite direction that you're falling. knees. Come into stillness for a moment. Try to center yourself. Connect with your breath. So in a balancing pose, really get a nice slow stream of breath in, out, and then let your mind really feel the breath. It's going to help you. Inhale the arms out. Exhale left under right. Wrapping hands, backs together or palms together. Lifting the elbows, bend the knees as much as you can without the heels coming off. And then sink weight into your right foot. Now, this is not a speed contest. It's a slow practice. So take your time. Really feel like the weight is balanced on the entire bottom of that foot. If you have more weight on the outer edge of your foot, you're obviously leaning too far to the right, and you're going to fall that way. So take your time before you even lift your foot to see where your weight is on the bottoms of your feet. And then lock your gaze. If your eyes wander, your body wanders. And then cross the foot over. Once the foot crosses, you may need to find a new gaze point. And lift the elbows more, pull the belly in, drop the hips. And release. And just shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Step the legs wide with the heels as wide as the baby toes. Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe into your heart. Exhale. And fold forward, lifting the hands up away from the body. Press down into the feet, lifting your thighs. And release the hands. Walk them over to the right leg and hang over the right leg. You might want to reach out with the left arm. Good. And then bring the left hand either to the foot or to the leg if you don't reach the foot. And then bring the right hand to the hip and lift the torso and try to straighten it out. So you can feel the right waist lengthening and the body becoming parallel to the ground. Then take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, bring the left ribs under you. Turn your gaze up and lift the right arm up. Good. That looks good. See how close you can bring your left hand to your right foot. And then bring the hand down. Walk both hands over to the left, hanging over the left leg. And then bring that right hand to the front leg, the left hand to the hip, lifting the torso so that it's parallel to the ground and lengthening it. So that left side may be a little bit crowded. Try to straighten it out. Take a breath in, and then on the exhale, bring the right ribs under, roll the left shoulder up, take the left arm up, gaze up. And bring the hand down, walk both hands center. Make sure the heels are as wide as the baby toes, and then walk the hands back, keeping them shoulder width apart, keeping the elbows in line with the wrists and the shoulders, dropping the head, and then push forward with the hands into the ground. Okay. Now we'll try one challenging pose just for fun. Some of you may not find it fun, but I want you to try it anyway. Bringing the hands right under the shoulders, shoulder width apart. I want you to bring the heels in and bend the knees. And then walk the hands back until it feels like if you lower your hips, your thighs are resting on the backs of your arms. So for some of you, this is it. This is where it ends. Not especially fun. But if you want to try, see if you can lift your left leg off the ground with the leg resting on the back of the arm. Definitely won't do it if you don't try. You're not going to get there looking at me doing it. Good. And then pushing into the hands, kind of walk that right foot out and see if it can come off the ground. And then some of you may find that easy enough that you'll want to try getting both legs off the ground. So you kind of just inch the feet out, push down into the hands, and lift both legs off the ground. So that's mostly for you, Ming, if you're there. Okay. Let's come down onto the knees. And stretch the wrists. Circle them around. I know we just did this on Tuesday, but I feel like you can never do it too much. And then come back the other way. My wrists like it. Hope yours do. And then just shake the hands out. Good. And we'll come onto our backs. Kelly's already there. It's good to have a head start. All the way down onto your back. And we'll just end in a happy baby pose. So we'll lift the feet, wrap the hands around the bottoms of the feet, and then lift the feet to the height of the knees, bringing the head down, tuck your chin, take a breath in, nice and deep, and then when you exhale, move your hands back toward the wall behind you, but keep your tailbone down. And then another deep breath in, And then when you exhale, relax the backs of your shoulders toward the ground. And today we're going to move in the pose, rocking side to side, massaging the muscles on either side of the spine. Yeah. And back to center. And release the feet. And lift the hips. Tuck the feet under. And release the legs. And shake them out. Rest the arms out to the side with the palms up. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Releasing the body into the ground. And inhale deep. And exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, slightly parting the teeth and the lips. And one more deep breath in. Exhaling out of the mouth, letting go of the thinking mind. And then letting go of the act of breathing. Just letting breathing happen. Become the one that receives the breath instead of the one that makes the breath. And just letting your mind rest in the feeling of the breath, however it is. Following each breath in and out. And if the mind wanders, come back to the breath. Even more relaxed now. Letting go. Letting go. Letting everything go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Put the knees to the chest and rock from side to side. Massaging the back of the ground. Come center. Bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together. Rub head to hand and foot to foot. And then come over onto your side. Resting your head on your side arm. Resting your body on the ground. Resting your mind and feel of your breath and everything else that's alive in this moment. And then slowly start to bring yourself up to sitting, letting your head come up last. Sinking down into sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together and go. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to the top. Take it all in. Let it all go.